With the name of Allah Almighty, the gracious, the merciful. Respected students, friend, follower, you are most welcome in our online academy, the ESL Academy by Sir Rama. Go to YouTube bar, type the ESL Academy. Today we are going to discuss Trident Age. In the History of English Literature series, we are going to discuss the Trident Age, Age of Dryden. Dryden was literary critic, theorist, poet and dramatist. In the age of Dryden, a dramatist was also called poet. As you know, Shakespeare, he wrote sonnet as well. I mean to say, he was a poet as well as a dramatist. And today we are going to discuss the life of Dryden. And Dryden comes later 17th century. Later 17th century that was dominated by Dryden and Pope. Before that we discussed the life of Johnson. Age of Johnson we already discussed. So they in fact please write it down. Samuel Johnson is known as the father of New Classicism. And what is Classicism? Classicist and Classicism mean a writer, author, a poet, dramatist who followed ancient Greek, the way of Aristotle, Plato, Horace, Euripides, Sophocles, Homer, Virgil, and their way of writing, and they are copying, imitating, reinterpreting, translating their work and trying to write in the model of the classicist. So who were the classical in nature? Who were the classical writers? Like Homer, Virgil, and they were taking their work, translating, reinterpreting, reorientating, and they are giving new outlook to the ancient Greeks and their work. So what they writing? They couldn't write like the Homer, Virgil because they were the grand writer. So what they did? They started copying, restricting themselves, and followed their way of writing, objective, scientific, and followed the strict and rigid rule of the classicists. So that is why they are known as the New Classicists, because they followed the way and style and model of the Homer, Virgil, and the poets of ancient Greek, Roman Greeks. So we'll talk about Dryden. Johnson is known as the father of new classical poets, and you can say then Johnson, Dryden Age. Then we'll discuss definitely Pope, Alexander Pope, who is the greatest writer of the new classicist work, and you could say new classical poets. He worked well, and he wrote mostly he wrote in heroic couplet. You know what is a heroic couplet? When two lines they are rhymed. So their ending lines are rhymed. It is called heroic couplet. Mostly classical writers, they were following the rigid rules of rhyming couplet. They were following the ancient Greeks, Homer, Virgil, their styles. They could not write like that, but they produced satirical work like this, and that age is known as the satirical age. Why do people call it satirical age? Because that age was the criticism on man. Writers, they were criticizing their fellow and contemporary writers, their way of dealing, way of writing, their manners and their activities. They were also criticizing on the people of contemporary peoples. Like talk about the Rape of the Lock by Alexander Pope. We see that he is satirizing and criticizing the people of his age. The same way, why do they satirizing the people of their age? We will see in our today's lecture. In today's e-lecture, you will learn all these things. You're getting very witty idea. And that age is also known as the age of the wit. Before that, that was later half of the 17th century. This century just coming out from Renaissance. In the age of Renaissance, there was a development in thoughts, idea, industry, and people started thinking about individualism, humanism, development like that. Before that, it was the age of medieval church age. First half of the 17th century, first half, it belongs to the Renaissance. That was having effect, and 17th Renaissance, because that belongs to Renaissance, and Renaissance was over there in England that time. John Milton was the tallest poet of that age. He belongs to 17th century. Epic Paradise Lost, about 12 books, you might have heard about this. Sequel, and in his sequel Paradise Regained, that was totally reflection of Bible. We have studied in Paradise Lost, there is influence of the Bible. That is the very ideas taken of man first disobedience and the forbidden trees, till one great man restored us blissful seed. So that is the concept of Bible. Theme is taken from Bible. Puritan Orthodox Christianity, that was there that time. They were following. And under the leadership of Oliver Cromwell, he also served as a minister. Courtier Puritan Oliver Cromwell, we have already learned that was a Puritan age, belongs to that person. Milton has shown his spirit in his work. Talk about John Donne, talk about John Milton. They were following some ideas. For example, he was writing on love and religion. Both John Donne and John Milton. He was totally writing about Bible. He was writing about the manner of ladies, and he was also talking about some sonnet on the church as well. You have, if you studied John Donne, you will say. So both are affected. They belong to almost same age. And what we see that there is influence. One is following, John Milton is following the way of as a churchman, schoolman. He's also writing on female, on God, and on church. And same way we see John Donne is also writing on church, Bibles, etc. Some way they are following same line. Before that, if we discuss in Renaissance age, we've got a Spencer, Philip Sidney, and we have got other writers like Shakespeare, Elizabethan writer, Christopher Marlowe. We see the human beings are very lofty. The protagonists are lofty in their play. But talk about the people in classical time. They are criticizing on people, but they are appreciating the manners, the grandeur of hero. The hero is being appreciated, hero is given value, hero is shown all in all. But later we'll say that they are criticizing on human being. And why do they criticize? No, we'll discuss all that. John Milton, John Donne, both belong to early 17th century poetry. John Donne is also father of metaphysical poetry, and he is writing through wit. Remember, metaphysical poets, they were writing through their wit. They are playing with words, they are having pun, paradox, and they are playing with words. They are using simile, metaphor, conceit, and taking topic like love, death, canonizations, and then they are taking the separation, solitudeness, love for God, love for human beings, and they are taking like that concept, and they are playing with the word through wit. That age is also known as the age of wit. Body, soul, they are trying to reconciliate between body and soul, good and bad, love and hate, lover and belovers. So they are trying to reconcile through their wit. I'm talking about the early age of 17th century, in which we've got John Donne and John Milton. Both are following to some extent same spirit. First half of the early century, 17th century, belonged to John Donne, John Milton, and Cavalier poets. Please, Cavalier poets. The Cavalier poets are the poets who was the royalist, who was supporting the royalist, who was the supporter of the Charles I. And you know who is the Charles I, who was a lavish king. Lavish king, I have told you, who is a lavish person, who was a spendthrift, having a lot of mistress, 100 plus mistress, giving them gift. And who was a Charles I, and we've already studied his life. So in that age we have three kind of poet. We got poet early 17th century, John Milton, John Donne, and then we are having their followers, and after that we have the Cavalier poets. The Cavalier poets are the royalists. They're supporting the royalists, like the King Charles I. They were writing in the appreciation of the poet, the king. They are appreciating the king, their activity, their way of governing, and everything. They were motivating. It means they were politically. Poetry was used as a political purpose as well. Milton Donne was the loyalist. Please write. Milton और Donne जो थे वो क्या थे? Loyalist थे. They were loyalist. लेकिन The Cavalier poets जो थे वो क्या थे? चार्ल्स I के admirers थे. उसको एडमायर करने वाले थे. उसको कहते हैं रॉयलिस्ट. वो उसको रॉयल पोएट, रॉयलिस्ट थे. वो जो रॉयल किंग था उसको सपोर्ट करने वाले थे. इनके अंदर सॉर्ट ऑफ ऑर्थोडॉक्स आती है जॉन डन और जॉन मिल्टन के अंदर. इक्लीसियस्टिकल ऑर्डर से रिलेटेड लिखते थे. जॉन डन भी लिखता था, जॉन मिल्टन भी लिखता था. जॉन मिल्टन, जॉन डल और Cavalier poets. रॉबर्ट हैरिक वाज द मेन अमंगस देम. रॉबर्ट हैरिक लिख लें, ये उनका हेड था. जितने भी Cavalier poets थे, रॉयलिस्ट थे, जो चार बादशाह के लिए लिख रहे थे. तो पोइट्री किसके लिए यूज हो रही थी? कंजर्वेटिज्म के लिए, पॉलिटिकल आइडियाज के लिए, रिलीजियस पर्पस के लिए, रॉयलिस्ट के लिए. जॉन ड्राइडन की एज लिख लें. अब हम जॉन ड्राइडन को डिस्कस करते हैं. और जॉन ड्राइडन के ऊपर अफेक्ट किस चीजों का था? जॉन ड्राइडन ताल्लुक रखते हैं 1637 से 1700 तक, यानी 1631 में पैदा हुए और 1700 में डेथ हुई है. मिडल ऑफ 17th सेंचुरी से ताल्लुक रखते हैं, यानी जो एंड ऑफ सेंचुरी है, लेटर जो 17th सेंचुरी उसमें. अब इसके बाद जॉन अलेक्जेंडर पोप आएंगे. कि अर्ली जो 17th सेंचुरी है उसमें हमने जॉनसन को डिस्कस किया. ये मिडल ऑफ 17th सेंचुरी से ताल्लुक रखता है. इसका नाम है जॉन ड्राइडन. एक पोएट है, एक थीरिस्ट है, एक लिटरेरी क्रिटिक्स है, एक लिटरेरी थीरिस्ट है, उसके बाद ड्रामेटिस्ट है, पोएट है. लिख लें, लिटरेरी थीरिस्ट है, लिटरेरी क्रिटिक है, पोएट है और ड्रामेटिस्ट है. उस वक्त एक ड्रामेटिस्ट को पोएट भी कहा जाता था. एज इज रिलेटेड टू द पोएट्स. एज जो होती है वो पोएट से रिलेटेड होती है. वो इन्वायरमेंट से मुतासर होता है. वो जियोग्राफिकल आइडिया से, पॉलिटिकल, जियोग्राफिकल, सोशो पॉलिटिकल, साइकोलॉजिकल और सराउंडिंग से मुतासर होता है. और वो उस राइटर की एज के ऊपर अफेक्ट कर रही होती है. राइटर जो है मौजूदा एज से मुतासर हुए बगैर नहीं रह सकता. सोसाइटी जैसे सोशियो लिंग्विस्टिक है, लिंग्विस्टिक के ऊपर, लैंग्वेज के ऊपर सोसाइटी का असर होता है. लिटरेचर वॉज द सेट्रिकल इन नेचर इन ड्राइडेंस टाइम। ड्राइडेंस के टाइम का जो लिटरेचर है वो क्या है, सिट्रिकल और रिलीजियस है। आप पोप के वर्क को देख लें, स्टार करता है मौजूदा लोगों पे, सराउंडिंग पे, कंटेम्प्रेरी राइटर्स पे, जमाने पे। कहता लेडी विन्स एंड लेडी लॉस्ट, मेन गेम ऑफ दिस। सेट्रिकल इन नेचर डोमिनेट करता है स्टायर इस एज में। एसेंशियल फीचर क्या है, न्यू क्लासिकल एज स्टायर की एज है, याद रखिएगा। एसेंशियल इसका ट्रेड क्या है, विट, इसका भी विट है। विट इन अ सेंस, ये कैसे विट की एज है, सेकुलर, सोशल, ठीक है। ये एज बड़ी सेकुलर है, बड़ी सोशल है, ऑपरेट ऑन एवरीडे लाइफ। न्यू क्लासिकल पोएट्री, हम न्यू क्लासिकल पोएट्री के अंदर विट देखते हैं, सेकुलर स्टायर देखते हैं, सोशल स्टायर देखते हैं, ऑपरेट ऑन एवरीडे लाइफ। ये स्टायर और विट कैसी होगी, जो एवरीडे लाइफ को टच करेगी। अच्छा जी, न्यू क्लासिकल एज में मसला क्या था, रेनेसेंस एज आ चुकी थी। रेनेसेंस एज ने बहुत ज्यादा अफेक्ट किया था लोगों को। लोग क्या हो गए थे, इंडिविजुअलाइज्ड हो गए थे। आप अपनी सोचते थे, मजहब को पीछे कर दिया था, ह्यूमनिज्म आ गया था, डिफरेंट थीरीज आ गई थी, बहुत साइंस आगे आ गई है, साइंस तरक्की कर रही है। अब लोग क्या इंडस्ट्रियलाइज्ड हो गए हैं, मटेरियलिस्टिक हो गए हैं, क्योंकि रेनेसेंस ने बहुत ज्यादा अफेक्ट किया लोगों को। अब लोग क्या हो गए हैं, मटेरियलिस्टिक हो गए हैं। अब राइटर जो है डेफिनेटली फिर मटेरियलिज्म पे लिखेंगे ना, तो एज मटेरियलिज्म किया, लोग बहुत ज्यादा क्या हो गया, सेल्फ सेंटर हो गए, मटेरियलिस्टिक हो गए हैं, तो नेचर को डिस्ट्रॉय कर रहे हैं, तो लोग फिर डेफिनेटली